All right, party people, what up? It is MTG Next Door. It is Doc. It is Hump Day. I am loving this set, and I am loving this box. So far, we are 12 packs in, and we have gotten 4 mythics. I'm excited to see what we pull here. I'm also trying something new here. I'm doing this like load directly into YouTube because YouTube has been acting strange lately. I don't know why. Anyway, let's see what we get. All right, Nautilus card to start off with. We got a clue token because, you know, those are fun. All right, we've got, what is this? I think it's What's-Her-Face the Gravetide, if I'm not mistaken. It's that new Planeswalker that's like Gravetide something. Anyway, Creepy. We have a foily planes to start with. Clear things off here. All right, put these there. There we are. All right, Breathless Knight. This is a new one. So 1 white black for a 2/2 Spirit Knight, flying lifelink. I already dig it. Whenever Breathless Knight or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature entered from a graveyard or if you cast it from a graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Breathless Knight. All right, that is good in the right deck. Landscaper Koloss, 5 and a white for a 4/6 Goat Beast. When this card enters the battlefield, put target card from an opponent's graveyard on the bottom of their library, and this has basic land cycling. Goat Tribal. Echoing Return, black for a sorcery. Return target creature card and all other cards with the same name as that card from your graveyard to your hand. That would be so awesome, except it's not going to work in Commander. Well, I actually just had an idea for this. You got to go with those things that, you know, you can have as many as you want in a deck. That might actually be pretty good, now that I think about it. Josh Lee Kwai runs a deck with one of those in it. I forget what it is. It's a devil thing. Anyway. Sinister Starfish. 1 and a black for an 0/3 Starfish. Tap it to Surveil 1. I do like the Surveil mechanic. We're into the uncommons. Let's see. Goblin Trap Runner. 3 and a red for a 4/2 Goblin. When Goblin Trap Runner attacks, flip 3 coins. For each flip you win, create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token that's tapped and attacking. Yeah, I know the deck this is going in like right now. Junkwinder, 5 blue for a 5/6 Serpent. It's got affinity for tokens. I think I forgot that that's a thing in this one. Whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control, tap target non-land permanent an opponent controls. It doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So you could theoretically get this out on maybe, I don't know, turn 4. And if you're playing like blue-green tokens, you can just tap down. Yeah, it could be ugly. It could be ugly. All right, uncommon. Specimen Collector, 4 and a blue. This is basically my job, by the way. 2/1 for a Vidalcan Wizard. When Specimen Collector enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token and an 0/3 blue crab creature token. When this creature dies, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. So it's kind of like Populate. All right, we got a rare, and it's a 7/7. I'm already intrigued. Oh, I am so excited for this. I just got goosebumps. Peru the Volatile, 2 red, white, black for a 7/7 legendary creature, Elder Dragon. The Timmy in me is just so excited right now. It has flying. It has lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sacrifice it unless you pay red, white, black. Just like the olden days, y'all. Just like the olden days. And when it dies, and here is the interesting part, it deals 7 damage to each non-legendary creature. So that's pretty nasty. It effectively board wipes, and you're probably smashing face with it every turn on somebody. I'm totally... Oh, and, you know, it's lifelink, too, because that's what you really need, is to smash face and then gain 7 life. I'm I have a Mardu deck I've been meaning to build that I think this would be a perfect fit for. That might have to happen soon. All right, what do we got? Uncommon, Soul Snare. We've already got one of these. Phantasmal Dreadmaw. And, of course, a common foil with Break Ties. All right. So I am not unhappy about Peru the Volatile. Love the fact that they decided to go into like some serious Magic Arcanium for this set. It's rad. Oh, and list card, list card, list card, list card. All right. Ooh. That's both pretty and terrifying. No, I'm going to go with terrifying. Forest. Knighted Mirror, 2 and a white for a 2/2 Mirror Knight. 2 and a white to Adept 1. So it has no 1/1 counters. You can add a 1/1 counter, and when one or more 1/1 counters are put on this card, it gains double strike until end of turn. That's nasty. I love double strike. All right, Captured by Lagax. I think Stitch pulled this already. 1 green, white, enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. When this enters the battlefield, support 2. That plays all day long in a white-green, like, small creature token deck. Thornglint Bridge. I think I've gotten almost all of these yet. Deepwood Dentian. We've definitely pulled him before. Guardian Corinne. We've definitely pulled that one before. Blessed Respite, 1 and a green. Target player shuffles their graveyard into their library. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. Oh, that's interesting. So it's a Fog Plus. So, you know, so interesting. We were playing the other night. I was playing Nethroi. My plan was mutating cats out of the graveyard. And the problem was nobody had a Bajuka Bog, and my graveyard got nice and fat, and then I hit Eerie Interlude. So this actually is kind of good if you are not in black and you want to have some graveyard hate. And then you can also use it to fog, which we have a player that likes to do that. I don't know. I think that could actually fit in several decks. Oh boy, we got a Mythic again. All right, it's a 3/3, and it's red. Fury. Okay. I don't know this one. 3 red, red for a 3/3 Elemental Incarnation. Double strike. Just said I love double strike. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers. And you can evoke this by exiling a red card from your hand. So not amazing. So 5 for a 3/3 double strike, and that's all it's got. And then you can have it do some damage when it hits the battlefield. If you give it haste, that's even better. Because then you can just do this all day long. I think it's definitely abusable. I don't know the deck it goes into yet, but definitely abusable. We got a rare, and it's in the funky art. General Ferris Rokirik. He 1 red white for a 3/1 human soldier. He is hexproof from monocolored, so suck it, Swords to Plowshares. And whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 4/4 red and white golem artifact creature token. That's not bad. And we got an uncommon. Seal of Removal, so blue for an enchantment and return target creature to its owner's hand. And our list card is something. It looks old. It's a 2/4. Oh, no, this is a new card in old frame. Never mind. We've pulled an Aramoeba. See, I got excited for nothing. We've got a common. Oh. Okay, I guess our foil here is the red-white one. Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, looks like we got a rare list card. I'm not sure what RIX is. Oh, Jade Light Ranger. To Rivals of Ixalan. So this is a good Merfolk card. I actually already got one. In fact, I think Stitch gave me one years ago. So trade fodder if anybody wants it. It's a good card, though. I'll take that. It is in my Merfolk deck, as a matter of fact. All right. Creepy. Definitely creepy. And upside down. That I wish they had not done that. That is annoying. Anyway. All right. So, Dahada's Ploy. 1 blue, black. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. You gain life equal to the number of cards you've discarded this turn, and you can jumpstart this Mamma Jamma. I actually think that is pretty good in the right deck. All right, we've got a Mistvault Bridge. We got a Cabal Initiate, so 1 and a black for a 2/1 Human Warlock. Discard a card, it gains lifelink until end of turn. Threshold, it gets +1/+2 as long as 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. All right. Turok's Canticle, 3 and a black for a sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a card from it. That player discards that card, then discards a card at random. Boy. You know, Mr. A is going to play this card, and we're going to hate him a little bit for it. All right, World Weary. I think I've already got this, but nice to have it in the real art. 3 black, black, enchant creature. Gets -4/-4. Glint Blade Prowler. 2 and a black for a 2/3 human rogue. 1 and a tap, pay a life, draw a card. Activate only if you've discarded a card this turn. All right, uncommon next. Videlkin Infiltrator. That is creepy, y'all. 1 and a blue for a 1/3 Videlkin Rogue. It can't be blocked. And Metalcraft, it gets +1/+0 as long as you control 3 or more artifacts. So, deck I think about when something can't be blocked is always Yuriku, Tiger Shadow. There's a lot of 1-drops that actually will do the same thing. It's not bad, though. All right, we got a rare right off the bat. It is a 2/3. Ooh, interesting. Brea's Apprentice. 2 and a red for a 2/3 human artificier. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying. Tap it, sacrifice an artifact, choose 1. Exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Okay. Or target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Oh, you're definitely doing number 1. Why would you ever pick number 2? So it's basically red card draw if you're sacking artifacts. I think it's probably okay because you're going to get artifact triggers off it too. I think it could play. All right, uncommon. Mishra's Factory. I feel like everybody knows this. Add colorless 1, it becomes a 2/2 assembly worker. It's still a land. Tap it, target assembly worker gets +1/+1 until end of turn. All right, what do we got? We got an old frame, new card, Galvanic Relay. We've gotten that before. And this is a foil in an old frame. Oh, okay. So it's an old frame foily. Turok Dread Canter. Oh, man. Y'all, that is not ugly at all. So it's kind of cool because, like, they didn't really foil the art. They just foiled, like, the writing and a little bit around it. There's no roller marks. It's in great shape. Wow, okay. We'll take that. So, Turok, 1 and a black for a 2/1 human cleric. It's got a kicker of double black. Prot white, everybody loves that. Whenever an opponent discards a card, put a +1/+1 counter on Turok. Dig it. When he enters the battlefield, if he was kicked, target opponent discards 2 cards at random. Love it. Mr. A, this has you written all over it because I know how much you like to discard. So if I pull another Turok, he's yours. Oh, man, that is nice. All right, I don't even care what we get. Oh, Timeless Witness. That's our next rare. Wow, okay. No idea what that's worth. Honestly, don't even really care. Just going to try to find a spot for that sucker. All right. Some nice Dak and Blackblade art. And an Island. Gargadon, 5 red for a 7/5 beast. It's got trample, and you can suspend it for 4 for 1 and a red. Okay. Galvanic Relay. We've pulled this a bunch of times already. Arcbound Tracker, 2 and a red for an 0/0 artifact creature dog. Menace, modular 2. Whenever you cast a spell other than your first spell each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Arcbound Tracker. I like the cat better. Faithless Salvaging. Discard a card, then draw a card, and you can rebound this bad boy. Common. Revolutionist. 5 and a red for a 3/3 human wizard. When it enters the battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. And you can madness this for 3 and a red. So much better price at madness. 4 for a 3/3 that bounces something to your hand is way better than 6. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. All right, uncommon. Tireless Provisioner. 2 and a green for a 3/2 elf scout. You already have me very excited. Landfall. Now I'm getting a little turned on. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a food token or a treasure token. Yeah, that's really good. I mean, because if you're playing elves, you're landfalling like crazy. 3/2 for an elf at 3 is pretty good, and you get landfall trigger. So you cast that on turn 4, drop a land, cast a 1-drop elf. You're off to the races. All right, we're getting a rare. It's a 4/4. What do we got? Obsidian Charmaw. 3 red for a 4/4 dragon. I don't feel like I've pulled a dragon in a long time. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each land your opponents control that could produce colorless. So theoretically, in a game of Commander, hear me out, y'all. If everybody's got something, you could drop this guy on like turn 2. Flying, when he enters the battlefield, destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. Okay, all right, so I love dragons. I'm a Timmy at heart. I'm looking at this and I'm like, what deck do I put this in? All of them? All of the red ones? I kind of think so. All of the red ones. All right. Let's see what else we got. We got old frame. Ooh, and a rare old frame. Guys, this box is killing. Rishadan Dockhand. Blue for a 1/2 merfolk with Island Walk, 1, and tap it, tap target land. So that's pretty sweet too. That is a good merfolk. And an uncommon extruder. We've pulled a bunch of these guys. And then we got a Underworld Hermit. We pulled him last night. And we've got a Ravenous Squirrel. And we have a treasure token. All right, 2 packs left. Holy crap. And we got a list card. All right, all right, all right. There's a cute metal salamander. We got a land. We've got Discerning Taste. 2 and a black. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your into your graveyard. Ooh, never mind. I like that. You gain life equal to the greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard this way. There you go. That's good. So you're throwing crap in your graveyard. You're paying 3 to draw a card and then put 3 into your graveyard as well. And everybody likes Asmore. Late to Dinner, we've pulled this. Sojourner's Companion, pulled out last night. Goldmire Bridge. Ultra of Growth, me and Stitch have both pulled this. Neither of us know what to do with it. Lucid Dreams, 3 blue, draw X cards, where X is the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. I feel like that could be a little bit tough to pull off. It kind of depends what you're playing, but doable. All right, we got an uncommon, and it looks like it's a side-by-side. We've gotten this said and done. So we pull that. All right, we got a rare. Verdant Command. 1 and a green. Choose 2. It's an instant on top of that. And look at that squirrel. Look at that squirrel. They're squirrels. Target player creates 2 tapped 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Counter target loyalty ability of a planeswalker. I don't know if we've seen that before. Exile target card from a graveyard. Target player gains 1 life. I mean, definitely in squirrels. And maybe even in some other stuff too. Kind of depends what you're doing. All right, our rare is a 2/2. Braids. I did not realize they reprinted Braids. Oh, that's such a bummer because she is not Commander legal. Oh, that's a shame because, God, that art is so creepy. Even I wouldn't talk to her at a party in college, and that's saying something because I talked to all the crazy girls back then. Well, I'll just read her for jokes and giggles, and everybody can see why she's banned. So, 2 black for a 2/2 human minion. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices an artifact, creature, or land. Like, that's just hateful. Listen, look at her quote. Home is where you can find a decent graveyard, and strangers can disappear without awkward questions. I mean, just gotta love it. All right, new card in old frame is Step Through. It's got Wizard Cycling. And we got an uncommon foil, Patchwork Gnomes. Ooh, our list card. Looks old, y'all. Looks old. It's blue. Evermind, I don't know this. Draw a card. Evermind is blue. Splice onto Arcane. So, good if you're playing Arcane, because you can pay 2 to draw a card. Yeah, I don't really know if I've got any Arcanes, though. So, that, or I mean, if I do, they probably suck. I don't know. Maybe there's a use for that. Maybe I'm not understanding the card quite well. That happens a lot. All right. Last pack. Still not disappointed in this deck, or this box at all. We are killing it here. All right. There's that coin flipping dude Stitch got. That's pretty. Urban Daggertooth, love a dinosaur. 2 green for a 4/3 dinosaur with vigilance and rage. When it's dealt damage, proliferate. That's pretty good. Phantasmal Dreadmaw, we've pulled. Lose Focus, I think I pontificated about that one. I think it's all right. Mental Journey, we've pulled. See, now we're getting to the point where it's like, all right, I'm seeing a lot of the same commons. Recalibrate, we've pulled. Slag Strider, that's a new one. 5 red. Affinity for artifacts for a 3/3 elemental. 1, sack an artifact. It deals 1 damage to any target. All right, and then we jump right into the rares. That was fast. Chitter Spitter. All right, so that guy's on the trade fodder because I've already pulled this. Stitch, this goes in your squirrel deck. We got another rare. Suspend. Okay, exile target creature and put 2 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Okay, so blue to get rid of something for 2 turns. Uncommon. Okay. Quiron Ranger. So these, when I was researching that like legacy deck when Mr. Pink and I played, there's supposed to be 4 of these in there. I didn't understand what they were trying to pull off, so I'll just read it. Green for a 1/1 Elf Ranger. Return a forest card. Forest you control to its owner's hand. Untap target creature. Activate only once each turn. I suspect you're trying to do something to go off with this. All right, we've got a new frame. Chatterstorm. 1 and a green. Create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. Storm it. And then we've got a common foil. And that is how we finish, y'all. We finish with a suspend and a chitter shooter. Chitter shooter? Chitter spitter. There we go. All right, so 6 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rares, 2 mythics, Sweet baby Jesus, we will take it.